Hey guys, Ben from JK Gear and Gadgets. Today I'm straying a little bit from the JK and moving to my XJ. I'm doing a review on the new cylinder head that I put on. I put it on about a year ago. It's a 2000 with the 4.0, which is known to have a head crack right between the number 3 and 4 cylinder. Just a design flaw on the 2000 and 2001. The head is marked 0331. Usually happens to people if it overheats, or it just happens. It can happen randomly, and once that happens, you will start losing coolant either into your oil or out of your exhaust. So if you have a 2000 or 2001 Jeep Cherokee, same with the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee, if you're losing coolant and you can't find any leaks, you very well possibly could be your head's cracked. You can tell by popping your valve cover, the oil fill, and sometimes you can look in there and see. But if it is cracked, there's a lot of opportunities as long as you catch it soon. You know, you don't want to wipe your rod bearings or anything. But if you catch it soon, you have a couple choices. You can go to a junkyard and get an older model head off 4.0. You can. Only thing about that is you're going to have to modify these brackets here. You make some brackets for it because the older ones use the distributor, and the exhaust. Older exhaust is a different style coming off the headers, so there's a guy online that makes an adapter plate, so that's a thing to think about. Or you can buy an original OE equivalent, but then again you might have the same problem of it cracking later down the road. What I did, I went to promaxxperformance.com. It's about $600. They offer military discount, so I got 10% off, so that helped. And install, pretty much same as just swapping out a head gasket and everything. You know, you pull the head off, put a new gasket down, put the new head on. One thing I will mention is, as you can tell, there is a little bit of rust forming on the head. So the paint job, if it really bothers you, you know, when you're replacing the head, go ahead and repaint it. I should have, just because also while I was in there, I went ahead and repainted the intake and valve cover. I need to clean it up, but figured if I was tearing it all apart, I might as well repaint it, make it look pretty. But yeah, so if you catch that head crack early enough, you can replace it and go from there, and it'll be good. These Jeeps are notorious for lasting a long time as long as you maintain them, and as long as the head doesn't crack. Once again, it's years 2000 and 2001 are the ones that have the 0331 head casting. So like I said, got it on promaxxperformance for about $600. If I do remember correctly, searching for this is kind of hard because their search keywords and drop down menus aren't really the best. So I think I had to look it up under Chrysler. They didn't have a Jeep option back then. They might now, but it's there. Or you can give them a call and they'll tell you which one you need. As far as performance, it's hard to tell. I didn't really notice any better performance than the stock head. I don't know if it's really designed for anymore. I think it said it's modeled after the OE, but it is a custom made head. It's not remanufactured. They did it all themselves, so I'm sure they increased the flow a little bit better. But yeah, nothing really to look at. But if you are in a situation where you know your head's cracked and you're looking for options, I would recommend the Promax head, promaxxperformance. I've had it on for about a year now. No problems with it. It's working good, and I'm glad I caught it early. Alright guys, well, this has been from JK Gear and Gadgets. Hope you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, and if enough people like, I can start doing some XJ videos, even though usually it's JK only. But you guys have a good one. Bye.